Hello, Sagittarius. Whoa, getting cards already. Welcome to your birthday. Yay! We love Sagittarius season. I think the entire zodiac is feeling this sense of relief. With everything we just went through, Scorpio really pulled us in deep, and now we're just like, okay, it's time to just lighten up a little bit. It's time to just not take everything so seriously, right? Although there is still a dreaminess factor going on with Mars and Pisces. And for you guys specifically, I feel like this is a great month for you to just stabilize and to not make any huge risks or take any huge actions. You can still move forward because I think you're going to start really manifesting stuff, and that stuff's going to be coming to you. This is why I'm saying this. You're going to be getting that stuff. You're going to be hearing from those people. Mercury retrograde always recycles stuff. It always recycles people. Okay, who's getting recycled here? Who is this King of Swords reversed? Okay, I know we know what this is. We know that this is someone that you probably don't really want to hear from. Something happened, I know it did. There was a lot of drama for Sagittarius, especially Sagittarian ascendants, because all that Venus stuff going on in the 12th house, it really resonated into relationships and how you are in relationships, and you had a lot of things being mirrored back to you. There was no escaping it. And I feel like this person, whoever this is, I don't think it's you, or whoever this person is, they're going to try to sort of squeak back in, most likely. Or if you don't hear from them, there's going to be an energy that comes up or some kind of synchronicity that comes up that really reminds you of what that connection really was. Okay, whether it's a business partnership or a romance partnership, it kind of goes either way. But the King of Swords reversed is a very cold person, you know, someone who's very, I think they're hurting inside is really what I'm getting. They're hurting inside, they're projecting their fear and their insecurities all over you, just like, ugh, you know, kind of thing. And you have to just be, you know, obviously cognizant that that's potentially could be coming your way. And if it does, that you don't have to participate in it, and it doesn't even have to be a thing. You know, it doesn't even have to be a thing. It doesn't have to be an issue. And for those of you who are like, oh, I'm totally done, I've totally washed my hands of that, then all you have to worry about is the Eight of Wands. All you have to worry about is getting from point A to point B and just waiting for all this beautiful energy to really manifest into your life. And you may have to wait, but it is moving. Okay, so don't feel like if it's going slow that it's not happening. It's happening right now. It's going on. It's adjusting, all right? What else for Sagittarius? Four of Coins. We'll clarify that King of Swords in the comprehensives. He's going to probably have some interesting cards backing him up. Four of Coins and now the King of Cups. Interesting. Back to back. Connecting the two is this card here. So no one's budging. It's important for you to know that compromise, even though you are a mutable sign, you're very adaptable, the King of Cups is not really, and I think that's actually your energy because of your Scorpio 12th house, right? This is you. This is your depth. This is your extreme. Have I talked to you guys about your layers? I mean, do you not know? I'm sure you do, right? All the complex layers of a Sagittarian, you know, the darkest depths of Scorpio to the highest heights of Sagittarius. It's like the full spectrum. The only sign in the zodiac that I'll say that, the full spectrum. And you guys have it all. And yet, you know, there is a stubborn streak to Sagittarius. You know, you can't tell a Sagittarius what to do. You know, you just can't. You're always willing to help, but you're dealing with this person and you're just going to stand firm. And I think they're going to stand firm too. And that's fine. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, you guys, but there's definitely people coming out here. There's definitely a connection or a relationship being highlighted for you. And Four of Coins. Being protective, because there's a reason to be protective, right? They're not really coming at you like with this big old heart, you know, coming at you. They're a little bit prickly. They're a little bit cool tempered, not really your vibe. And you're going to have to stay firm. You're going to have to maintain your standards. And I see that your back is turned to that person as well, which tells me that there's like a kind of like a shield, right? A shield, a barrier, but not an unhealthy kind. I think there's reason for that barrier. I think they've given you a reason. Four of Cups coming out now. And Justice. Wow. First of all, the number 4s of the numbered cards are the most mature, meaning they're the most stabilized, they're the most grounded, they're the least likely to be reactive to things. The 4 of Cups is all about emotional maturity and not making emotional decisions and saying, okay, it's not even really rationalization or justification. It's not even like mental. So it's not emotional. It's not mental. It's like a spiritual place coming from the soul level and saying, what really is my next move? What really is in my best interest? What is in the best interest of all parties involved here? And no matter what they come at you with, if you do in fact hear from them, no matter what they come at you with, you sit back and say, you ask yourself questions like, is it worth it? Can I really do this again? Do I believe them? You know, you're going to run down that whole list. And all of you are going to come up with your own conclusions on that one. But I also think standing firm, 4 of Coins, standing firm, protecting your standards, protecting your values especially, right? Your core fundamental operating values and what you truly want out of this life and the things that you really stand for. Those are the things that are really on the line here. I wouldn't say it's so heavy, but then we get Justice, and Justice is pretty heavy, you know. Justice is, it is the equilibrium point, coming into an equilibrium, coming into some kind of a balance. Is someone trying to steal from your scales? I know you're not Libra, but is someone trying to steal from your scales? Remember how I talked to you in the beginning about the manifestation? Okay, first of all, these wands are pointing toward the Justice card. Again, we'll need to clarify the Justice in the comprehensive too. So it suggests that justice is coming, fairness is coming, that the energy is like you've made some kind of declaration, right? Some kind of declaration. You've said something, you've done something, you've tried to manifest something, you've said certain words, and that energy has, you know, resonated throughout the infinite universe, and now it's like starting to slingshot or boomerang back, coming back to you. It's evening it out, right? If you have a force outwards, this must come in. It's the law. And this is the epitome of natural law. All natural laws at work here. Okay, so whatever positive messages you've been putting out there, whatever positive actions you've taken, whatever you've done to raise your vibrations, you are going to see the benefit. And this person too is also going to see the benefit, right? It's a kind of karmic as well. And we can even play, even though karma doesn't really mean what goes around comes around. I mean, it kind of does, but not entirely. But for them, what goes around comes around too. Their scales are going to be balanced, and justice can either be your best friend in the whole world, or justice can be like your worst enemy, right? You cannot escape the laws of the universe as much as you would like to try, and I think they're trying. You know, they're trying to escape what they've put out there, and they just can't. You know, and the only thing you really need to do is just kind of sit back and kind of let karma do its thing and let karma just be what it needs to be. This is out of your hands. And I see again with your back turned to everything, even with your kind of emotional indifference here, just being like, look, it is what it is. You did it. Like, I didn't do it. You're the one that did it. You're the one that said it. You're the one that put this out there. And so you just have to kind of sit in it. And I think that you're being very mature about this. Now, if you're like cross-watching and you're like, no, it's the other way around. It can be the other way around, you guys. You know, this is a general reading, so just keep that in mind. Not all Sagittarians are the most mature, just like same for every zodiac. There's positive and negative manifestations of all the archetypes, okay? Let's see what else comes out here. This will be a fun one to actually talk about in the comprehensive reading. So what comes out is the Death card now. Something's over, period. Okay, you just went through the Scorpio stuff. You're coming out as like scorpionic. So you're coming out like that. You're coming out with that energy, so that's fine. So what is it that's over? What is it that's done? What is it that has transformed? What have you transmuted into something else? You know, good job. It's in process. It's in motion. All right. This is a heavy hitter, though. It's pretty intense, just kind of like this too. And you know, the thing is that there's no looking back. Once this thing has happened, once this thing is out there, you know, this person showed you their true colors, this person showed you their upside down nature, whatever it was, their bad decision-making skills, I don't care what it is, they showed it to you, and there's no turning back. It's a point of no return. And it has shaped you. You know, it has shaped you. Every relationship that we have, every single one, affects us and becomes a part of our story, becomes a part of our soul, becomes a part of our energy. And when we mingle with negative energy like this, people who either have, you know, their own insecurities going on and they're projecting all their stuff and they have no idea what's going on in the back of their mind, they just, can't even really fault them for that because they really just don't know. And that's kind of the saddest part, right? The only thing you can fault them for is them not doing the introspection, you know, and for them not admitting them certain things to themselves. But you can't really admit them for their faults because they were operating under some kind of preconceived programming, right? So yet it's over. And you saw something within yourself. You learned something. And now it is time for you to take that information, to take that knowledge, and now turn it into something golden, right? Turning lead into gold. This is the process. And this can be painful because it means you too also have to admit. Because what were you doing with this person in the first place? What were you doing having that fight in the first place? You know, like what brought you two together? What brings these two together in the story? Something was matching, you know, you guys were reverberating on the same frequency. Why? You know, what was it? And this is a story for you. This is a learning experience for you. This could be someone new, okay, or it could be the same person. It could be just friends or whatever. This is always a connection that's being made, and there's definitely communication going on. Eight of Wands, always about things coming to you. So text messages, social media messages, phone calls. There's travel involved here. Weirdly, I'm seeing people coming to you, but you may be going to other people. It is holidays, it is birthdays, it is New Year's. So, you know, there is a lot of travel just in general. And you may hear something special from someone. I'm getting a very sweet vibe from this Page of Cups, actually. Very sweet, very genuine, and very kind. So this is good. And keep your eyes and ears open for the good, because I think you really need it. There's no pressure with the Page of Cups either. It's just like, hey, you know, hey. It might not be deep. It might not be a true like love connection for those of you who are here for that. But it could be another opportunity of another kind. Now is a really good time to just kind of be open to whatever, because as your death process is in motion, what did I say? Everything's all in motion right now. As your death process is going through its business and your rebirth is happening, You can rebirth into so many different things. So who are you going to rebirth as? You know, you get an opportunity to really reinvent yourself. That's what I love about the Death card, is there's an element of reinvention, you know? Reinvention. Two of Cups. Connected with this. And Justice. And Eight of Wands. You'll see it all in the comprehensive, how it's all laid out. But, I mean, here, you know, we have some pretty amazing Libra, me plus you kind of energy. I think some of you are going to be reconnecting with someone. A friend, again, friend maybe. I see a very platonic energy with this sometimes, and I'm kind of picking up on that. A platonic energy, or an energy of just someone that is present in your life. Maybe there's nothing like truly deep. Again, Page of Cups, it's not so deep, but there is a soul companion or soulmate quality there. So that's kind of interesting. And that's beautiful, you know, and just enjoy. I don't see any reason why not to. Again, we'll clarify that too. I may do something a little bit different this month. Maybe I'll put the camera down and show you, and we'll pull some of the cards just so you can kind of see and get an idea of what could come out and what we'll talk about in the comprehensive there. Just for fun, shaking it up a little bit. I'm always going to be kind of trying new things and changing my format a little bit. All right, 3 more, and then we'll call it a night. Hierophant. It's this one. Knight of Swords. 6 of Wands reversed. You guys know how sexy it is when someone like knows who they are and they like stand up for their standards, and they're like self-reliant and confident, and they have no apologies for who and what they are. Scorpio versus Taurus. I mean, 2 of the sexiest signs in the zodiac, right? Just simply because they are so self-possessed and they can just be everything that they want to be, right? And that's one thing too that like Sagittarius has, the scorpionic quality of just like, this is who I am, and I have emotion, and I have love, and I have adventure, and I have wisdom, and there's just no apologies whatsoever. And I think that you are really stepping into this kind of seat of self, this seat of the soul, or the seat of awareness is what they talk about, right? It's the awareness behind the thoughts, the awareness behind the emotion, and you become an untouchable. Now this is a card of Taurus. These are not necessarily associated with Taurus, but I like to say that they are. The 4 of Coins, definitely a Taurus quality. Stubborn, a little bit stuck, but also like, I know what I stand for. Don't mess with me. I know what I stand for. No one's budging. And again, people super drawn to that. See how he's just running right in there? We'll clarify him in the comprehensive too. Just running right in there, just going after it. Like, this is someone. It could be the same person, maybe. Like, this person's untouchable. I can't touch them. I can't have them. I can't possess them. And it drives me crazy. I can't affect them. It drives me crazy. Of course, they won't succeed. Of course they won't. They can't. You know, they just can't. And I know that you have goals that you've set for yourself for this upcoming year. It's your birthday, right? New Year's. We're going to be having New Year's resolutions coming up. I always make my New Year's resolutions on my birthday. And I got to say, so far this year, I'm kicking ass on them, like doing so well. But that's neither here nor there. But I mean, seriously, it's time for you to really think about, who am I going to be? And where is this life taking me? And what can I do to be more open, to be of more service to the universe, right? What can I do? And your vibrations are so high at this point that people, like, it becomes magnetic, right? That you do develop a higher gravitational force, just like the sun, which operates at a really high frequency, has a huge gravitational force. Jupiter, same thing. The Earth, a little bit less. The Moon, even less. right? Do you see that? So when you're coming out as a heavy hitter like the Hierophant, or the High Priest, we can call him, being super high level, people of course are just gonna like gravitate to you and be like, I want to do business with you, I want to have a relationship with you, I want to talk to you, I want to be a part of what you have going on. And there's always this like, I want to be I want to be there with you, and you just continuing to raise higher and higher and higher. All right, interesting. So let's go ahead and I will put the camera down and I'll show you. Let's pull the cards, some of the cards, not all of them. Let me move some of my stuff here. I have all my keyboard and stuff, so it won't be the prettiest thing in the world, but you'll see what we got going on here. Okay. I didn't think this through. This is super spontaneous of us. So let's just see what we got here, okay? Let's pull out some cards for this guy. What is going on with the King of Swords? For the comprehensives. Okay, let's look at the Death card too. See what's going on. The Moon, Six of Cups. You guys see that? Nine of Cups, Five of Cups, Page of Wands. I don't think I talked about those. I just pulled them out. I'm all in my own little business here. Look at the page. Seven of Coins. Let's look at the Knight as well. Definitely an Aquarius energy coming out at you. Okay, wow, this is beautiful. This goes so in line with what I taught. Sorry. You see that? Star, Chariot, Three of Wands to clarify the Knight. So we'll go through all these, plus more. I'll pull more for Justice and the Two of Cups and stuff, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of what is going on. So yeah, there you go. Thank you guys so much, Sagittarius. Put this back up. Thank you so much for being here, as always. I do have a couple links down below if you guys want to check it out too. If you want to join me on Instagram, if you want to buy your annual reading, it's going to be available on my website. And yeah, that's it. And I also have a new channel that I have going on too, where I'm actually talking about a lot of books that I'm reading. We're going to do a little book club if you guys feel like getting smarter with me. And just other little video diary things of things that I'm doing to increase my energy levels and my spirituality, and a whole bunch of things that I'm putting into practice and just kind of talking about. So it's fun. We're having fun over there. Small little channel, just kind of getting going, and I would love to have you guys there. All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful holiday. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.